Tonight's Waste Watch report. We're finding out government employees at the Environmental Protection Agency are using taxpayer money to do things like stay in shape or bring home a nice gift for their spouse. The Inspector General says there is no oversight when it comes to overseeing their own employees. Tonight, our national correspondent Kristine Frazao looks at just how lax the rules are.
The Environmental Protection Agency is busy right now, trying to collect a $75,000 a day fine against a Wyoming man for violating the Clean Water Act over a pond. But back in Washington, a new Inspector General's report finds EPA's managers don't have the same zeal for enforcing the misuse of federal charge cards.
EPA had warnings about lack of controls in 2004. It had clear guidelines to meet in 2008, and yet in 2012, virtually none of those guidelines have even been paid attention to, much less implemented.
Pete Sepp with the National Taxpayers Union says lax oversight emboldens some employees to charge up services like gym memberships, gift cards, food, and more.
We're talking about a very large problem here.
In 2012, more than 1,300 EPA employees racked up $29 million worth of purchases on federal credit cards. Those are cards paid with your tax dollars. The Inspector General analyzed only about $150,000 worth of charges. The results? More than half of the charges were prohibited or improper.
And in theory, that means half of that $29 million was wasted.
And any employee caught doing that shouldn't be working at the federal government. It's our tax dollars, and that's fair to expect.
It's not just the abuse of charge cards, but an overall atmosphere of laxity at the EPA that concerns watchdogs. Late last year, the EPA's highest paid employee, John Beal, was convicted of stealing nearly $900,000 from the agency.
Federal agencies never seem to change their culture about wasting tax dollars.
That landowner in Wyoming refuses to remove the pond he built with his wife or pay the fines, saying he followed all state rules. That's not something all workers at the EPA can claim. I'm Kristine Frazao, Fox 17 News.
The EPA tells us the agency is taking all the necessary steps to keep track of federal credit card use.